Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to Vampire Survivors, which has been updated with more content yet again. This time based on the Square Enix series Saga, which I actually don't know anything about. This is a free update, so it's there, it's available. And apparently, to start unlocking it, what we need to do is head to Moonglow and buy something from a new vendor. So let's just turn all of this on, turn off endless. Hurry's fine, just turn off hyper for now since we're just doing like a basic unlock. Mad Groove's always fine. So there is a new vendor, I guess, up here. Okay, sound effects a little bit loud. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just grab everything. It's fine. We don't really need anything from you. Grab that, grab that. We don't need the Curse of Maniac. We're just gonna grab all the passives. Cool. Sure. Homing missiles. There is also an achievement, an unlock now, if you successfully banish 80 weapons in a single run, which sounds insane. Oh dear God. Okay. Firearm sounds fine. Santa Water's probably better simply because I'm just constantly boosting the number of projectiles I have. I'm assuming this is the guy. Okay, no, this is the egg vendor. So I don't really know where to look for this vendor. I mean, yeah, all the guide says is just to find the new vendor. So I guess I'm just going to like wander around until I find this, I guess. Bone is fine. Homing missiles are fine. Crown is fine. Yeah, let's just buy a couple weapons here. Well, buy a weapon from there. Why not? I'm not entirely sure where this new merchant is. Okay. Well, we got a couple unlocks already. It registered finding 504 chickens to unlock Hyper the Coop, which is a level we don't even have. We've also got the Parm Aegis, which was first revealed in the Ode to Castlevania, is now permanently unlocked. So, presumptively, we now have access to the Coop. A farm for fear itself. The beasts reared here have turned from tasting morsels to terrifying monsters after realizing the deadly power of cooperation. All right, let's move on in. In the coop, find the roast chicken with a clock. Defeat 0 enemies in the coop. Ooh. Oh, that is interesting. There's also something we can unlock if we beat the new adventure. Let's just do a regular one. Again, I'm gonna go in with Mortaccio. Let's actually do Hyper first. And if we're going to go Hyper first, let's go ahead and turn off Curse and Charm. Alright, let's go into Hyper the Coop. Mad Groove is so just ridiculously powerful that we're not going to do it. We'll just take Hail from the Future. So there's roast chicken somewhere over here. This is the Castlevania vendor. You know what? Why not just buy those? Oh. Oh, I can't go there. Okay. Well, hear that music? There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys. Chill out. Okay, holy crap. Cross. Yes, more projectiles. Oh my goodness. Please leave me alone. Oh my god, the chickens are so angry. Defeated enemies might drop hearts. I'll take it. Oh, there we go. Breath. Okay. Amount affects duration. Yes. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good for Globus. Clover, that's going to let me evolve a thing. Pumarola, that's good for the staff. Okay. Parmegis. Fine, I'll take it. All right. Oh my god, there's so many things, and they're all just coming toward me. I like this music. This is so much fun. I actually haven't played any Vampire Survivors since the last time I recorded it. Bone, yes, we definitely want the bones. They are really making me fight all the way through. I really need these levels. There are so many enemies. Oh my... Thank God I turned off Curse and Charm. It would be probably impossible to get through this if I had left those on. Pumarola, we absolutely need the health regeneration. Very good. Bone, more projectiles. Tome, faster attacks. Alright, good. Good. That's a cloak. Bone. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, I think I still want to turn down the sound effects a little more. Okay. So is this just kill a certain number to make the, to make each area open up? Or is it time-based? It might be time-based, because that opened exactly at 5 minutes. Ooh, Fire Wand. We're already at 6 weapons, so might as well. We can definitely roast the chicken. This is getting really crazy. Increased vulnerability time, though. Yeah, okay, it is time. That opened at exactly 6 minutes. I did not expect this to be so rough. Alright, that's 7 minutes. That's another path open. I gotta get that health regeneration. Okay. We still haven't even hit level 20 yet. And we're not going to start getting the extra projectiles off of Mortaccio until we hit that level 20 mark. I need a lot more levels a lot more quickly. Okay, they're spawning Death Chicken. Okay, Arcana, that's good. More bones. Alright. I need to be really, really smart here. The Arcana is probably going to be essential to my success or failure here. Let's re-roll. Moonlight Bolero is so damn good. Area... This would immediately be a crapload of bones. Let's go for a crapload of bones. Come on. Alright, one of these things has got to have chicken. I don't really get how this relates to the Saga series, but then again, I admittedly don't really know the Saga series. Holy crap. That was hard. Okay. Okay. Alright. 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 I see how it is. You want to mess with me, huh? Okay. Okay. Fine, then. We'll just have to summon the power of the Amogus. And this time, we'll go with the Moonlight Bolero to start. There we go. Clear debris. That's a pretty good one. Very nice. I don't really want to do this, that. Not really big on any of that. Spread shot, though. Spread shot is a fantastic weapon. Uh... Let's get Luminatio. Okay. Alright, there is the 1 minute boss. We're going to grab a weapon power up. Come on. Very good. Parmegis is worth grabbing. There's the 2 minute boss. Let's go for wine glasses. The timer is actually getting faster and faster. Is the timer scaling with the number of enemies that I kill? Like, is that what's going on here? Reduced incoming damage. Yes, I think we really need the defensiveness. Yeah, that clock is... I'm pretty sure the clock is moving faster than just double. Okay, it's fine. Armor's good. Mini Guardian works with the clear debris. Okay. Clear debris. Yeah, going with a Megalo character was probably not the best idea. King Bible... Still not the best plan here. Reaching that roast chicken is proving to be extremely difficult. Okay. Clear debris. We definitely don't want something that drains health. Okay, okay, that's fine. There we go. Alright, that's a lot of stuff we just grabbed. Yeah, everything is definitely getting faster. That is a big help, though. Generates explosions sideways. I do kind of like that. We're doing alright. Grab the fire wand just for even more damage. King Bible, that's good. Okay. Clear debris. That is a lot of exploding chicken. That's our next minute boss. Come on, we gotta kill the treasure bosses. Bigger attacks. We've got to cover more area. Oh my god. The way... Whatever we're after is still so much farther ahead. Okay. We're basically living off of these chests. It's going to be very interesting trying to do this level without taking any damage. I had kind of tried to avoid just going for, like, the absolute strongest options, but quite frankly, we need the absolute strongest options. I do have Heart of Fire. Yeah, let's go for an explosion build. Candelabra door. We are absolutely going to roast this chicken. They're being real hard to deal with. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to the roast chicken. The problem is that everything is speeding up except my damage output. My weapon speeds are pretty much remaining static. Okay. Spinach will let me evolve my wand. Clear debris. Parmegis. Let's grab the attract orb. We need to suck in as much stuff as we can. We need as much chicken as we can get our hands on. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, fire wand. Okay. Clear debris. Maybe we can get lucky and get this thing evolved. Okay, we got clear asteroids. There we go. Hail from the future. Nah, we are done pretending that we can handle this without completely breaking ourselves. Spellbinder, that's fine. Wine glass. Spinach. Wine glass. Roast chicken with a clock in the middle. Permanently allows you to speed up gameplay. Okay. We found it. Not bad. Okay, there is a lot of stuff here right now. Armadillo, choose a passive. Empty tone. They want to get faster? Then I'm going to make myself faster too. Sound effects are still getting, like, louder. Just because there's so much stacking. Stone mask, sure. Come on, come on, come on. Empty tome. Oh my god. Uh, armor. Yes, reduce the damage even more. Empty tome. Attract orb. Spread shot. Oh. Okay, well, there comes the Grim Reaper. So this is a 20-minute stage. And we're good. Find a roast chicken with a clock in the middle at the end of the coop, which unlocks game speed modifier. So now we have to defeat 0 enemies in the coop. Okay, how the hell do I defeat 0 enemies? I need someone who actually doesn't have anything. So let's just take the Flea Man. Oh, that's so cool. The stage grows every minute. Probably should have read that in the first place. So, game speed. Game speed modifier. How exactly do I do that? Is that something I can click on? Let's try this. We're going to turn off hyper mode. Let's go into the coop. This one gives me extra revivals. Alright, let's take that. Okay. So we can just make it, like, super fast. The timer is not going up. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. So that was Gaze of Gaia, I guess. So evolve the Gaze of Gaia to unlock Gazebo. So Gaze of Gaia is a weapon then? I guess. I don't really understand what has just happened. But okay. Oh, excuse me. I don't think it quickly break the bounds of space and find love. I don't I mean, it starts with the blaster, so I assume this is meant to be the alien. So that's probably Space Dude. Okay. It does specifically say to quickly break the bounds of space and find love. So my best guess for that is that I need to go very fast in Space 54. Okay. So if I had to guess, I would say maybe it's priming me to, like, turn up the game speed and, I don't know, try to reach, like, the finger real quick or something. I'll admit I'm a little less clear on exactly what this secret means. Because I did see what I'm pretty sure was a reference to this in the secrets. Sure. Sonic Dash, spinach, why not? Oh. Okay, it's starting to get a little funky, I think. Yeah, we're nearly to the finger. So this is where it's, like, really wonky. Does it want me to just sort of, like, stay here? It says to break the bonds of space, so... I don't know, is there maybe something to do with that, or... I'll admit, I don't fully understand what it's asking me to do. Okay, some kind of an NPC appears to have popped up. So let's see if we can't rush to that NPC and see if they do something. Maybe? Because I'm pretty sure that's a guy who was not there originally. I'm like 90% sure he wasn't there when I started. No, he was. It's just that guy. Okay. Does it mean to go this way? Oh, okay. We have escaped the map. So it said to find love. So is there something I'm supposed to be looking for? Am I even in the right place? Am I even doing the right thing? I don't really know. This was my best guess for what it could be referring to, though. I have no idea what is happening. I have no idea where I am. It's all very weird. But I'm definitely nowhere near the map. So I have definitely broken the bounds of space, as it says. Sure. 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 I'll admit I love the sounds of the photon storm. I'm just gonna keep walking in this direction, and we'll just see if anything shows up. Okay. So that didn't do it. Which means I have no idea what quickly break the bounds of space and find love means. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay, so I did look up that secret at least. I did have the right idea, but it's in the bottom right. So just give me a sec, and I will get this one solved. Okay, so I know you can't see the screen right now. And everything's going completely insane. But I did find what I was looking for. I just made the terrible mistake of doing it with Sammy, who's kind of broken the way I've built him, since I use him to farm infinite money. Yeah, but we pulled it off. So we unlocked Space Daddy. Basically, you just have to be moving fast enough to walk off the stage, to like go through the walls and whatnot, and then you just go. You basically just go southeast a little bit, and there's an island shaped like a heart, and that's it. So why don't we take our new character, Space Daddy? Starting weapon grows stronger when leveling up. Gets more fans from defeating a large amount of enemies. And we're just going to take them into the library. What we need to do is get the Gaze of Gaia, and level it up. And evolve it, and I assume, given that it was on the Coop level, and that it had previously been said that although it first premiered in Ode to Castlevania, it was going to be a part of a base game, I assume that it's going to evolve with the Parmegas. So let's just move in and see if we can get what we are looking for. Okay, there's Gaze of Gaia. So we're just going to be looking... Honestly, we're just going to be banishing and skipping and re-rolling like crazy. Trying to find that Parm Aegis. Oh! Oh, look at that! It's a little bunny! Oh, that's cool! I actually do get fans. That's cute. Alright, banish the Clock Lancet. Let's not lose focus. We do need to evolve the Gaze of Gaia when that option pops up. Banish Spell Strike. Banish Mace. Gaze of Gaia. If we can get, yeah, a crown, that would help with the growth. So that's good. There we go. There's our groove. Go for crown. Tome. Gaze of Gaia. Very good. Crown. Remember, we are looking for the Parm Aegis. That is our goal. And just so we have something fun going on, let's go ahead and spawn the masks. There we go. So the game speed is adjusted by touching this little arrow in the corner, and you can end up having it go pretty darn fast. So I don't want to be here for like a long length of time. There's the Parm Aegis. That is exactly what we wanted. I am assuming that this is how you evolve the Gaze of Gaia. Okay. Parm Aegis. Parm Aegis. Alright. Sure, it honestly doesn't matter what we're picking up now. And then every 2 minutes we're getting a groove. And we'll have to wait to hit the 10-minute mark before we are able to evolve this weapon. That shouldn't take too long, though. The speed... When the speed is this fast, it's gonna happen, and it's not gonna take long. We're nearly at our next groove. It is actually crazy how many ways there are to break this game inside of it. Spirit Tornado, why not? Armadillo, sure! You know what, let's get some more enemies in here. Cool. Spirit Tornado, that's fine. Skullomaniac, let's load this place up with some new enemies. We're almost to the 10-minute mark. I think it's at the 11-minute mark when this stage spawns the first boss that can drop a chest capable of evolution. You can see how many fans I've got. Just look at all my little helpers. Aren't they adorable? Shadow Servant. And why the hell not? Sure, just grab everything. Cool. And there it is. The Embrace of Gaia, the Evolved Gaze of Gaia. I didn't actually catch what that does. So the Gaze of Gaia was that beam that I was shooting out in front of myself. And now we have like a spiral or a circle in front of that spawns on me and lingers for a bit. That's a pretty cool weapon. Alright, we accomplished what we needed to do there. And we have unlocked Gazebo. Alright. So Edith's... Oh no. Oh no, it's unlocking another Darkana. Oh no. Alright, banish 80 or more weapons in a single run. So, you may remember that my Sammy is kind of broken. Because I just use it for gold farming, and it's absolutely broken. So we're just going to take Sammy and banish 80 weapons. And it barely matters where we do that. Okay. This is going to get a little weird. Okay. Banish. We want to make sure we are banishing weapons. We don't want to spend our time doing passives. So eventually I figure I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to be like, wait, is that a weapon? But for right now, at least, it's very easy for me to remember exactly what is a weapon and what is a passive. We just... Yeah, so the reason I'm using Sammy is because of the way I have Sammy built and the way that Sammy works. They can just get hundreds of levels instantly. And that's why they're actually the best for gold farming. Like, it's a whole thing. I've showed it off previously. Sammy is busted for this. It's actually really absurd. Alright, we're doing okay so far. Boy, this really makes you appreciate just how many weapons are in this game. But it's actually insane how many weapons are in this game. 8 the Sparrow goes away, Knife goes away, Jet Black Whip goes away, Homing Mines go away, Fulgur goes away, Spell Stream, Mealift, Whip, Sonic Dash, Flames of Misspell, Iron Ball, Dextro Custos, the Esquizaber, Ebony Wings, Bracelet, Life Sign Scan, Spell Strike, See You Laser, Optical Shot, Ice Brand, Dominus Agony, King Bible, Hand Grenade, Just Vent, Centralis Custos, Alucard Spear, Javelin, Gaudiar Mari, Clear Debris, Metal Claw, Curved Knife, Silver Revolver, Magic Wand, Soul Steel, the Confedere, the Starflail, the Mirage Robe, the Illuminatio, the Troll Bomb, the Silver Wind, the Grand Cross, the Prism Blast, the Night Sword, the Blade Crossbow, and at this point, just start selecting whatever's at the top of the list. That's over 100 levels so far, just gotten instantly. So you'll have to forgive me because I'm going to have to be clicking here for a while. Did I mention Sammy is a little broken? It's okay, though, because eventually... There. Okay. So that should do it. Banish 80 or more weapons in a single run, which unlocks Seal All. So now... Like, how do I... How does Seal All work? I would assume that there is just, like, a button. Or is that something I have to purchase? Allows you to banish 4 items from level up choices or a pickup from light sources used in the collection menu. Okay. So that's 600,000, 669,000, 744,000, 826,000, 914,000, 1 million, 1.1 million, 1.2 million, 1.3 million, 1.4 million. I just bought all the levels of that, and my money has not even moved. That is how much money I have. So I now have access to an infinite number of seals. I could make any kind of restricted build I could ever desire. That is really cool. All secrets are accounted for. There's still that, like, one enemy unaccounted for. Some other thing unaccounted for, but, yeah, eat as much as possible with Gazebo. So, first we need to unlock Gazebo. Overhealing by plus 30 gives a cumulative bonus to a random stat, and he starts with the Gaze of Gaia, so that's pretty good. Let's go somewhere interesting. Let's turn back on Curse and Charm. And where do I want to go? I need somewhere that's going to be constantly spawning a lot. I need a lot of light sources, I think, to make this work. Let's go somewhere we haven't seen in a while. We haven't done Lake Viscari in a long time, so let's head in there. And our goal is to eat a bunch of chicken. So... Moonlight Bolero is pretty good. Isn't there something that involves light sources? Mad Groove would actually be very useful here. Screw it, just go with the Mad Groove. Okay. So we want stuff that's going to contribute with healing. So we don't want anything that could potentially drain health. Let's get a Sorb. Confideri, that's fine. Why not go for the Spellstorm stuff? We do want the Celestial... Actually, I think what I did was, like the Jubilee. Which is definitely not what that was. The Green Jubilee is... Does it not evolve? I might have that wrong. There is so damn much in this game. It's actually insane. All of this is DLC. Okay. Spell Strike, that's fine. Gaze of Gaia, that's fine. Sorb, that's fine. We're not gonna take the Academy badge. We are not going to be getting the skulls. Clovers are okay. Crown is okay. Armor, not right now. Spell Strike, get the crown. Damn it, I was not trying to touch that. We'll just get rid of the Bracer. Gaze of Gaia. So, I don't even have everything I need for the Spellstorm trio anymore because I bought that dusting. Because I am a very smart person who makes rational decisions. Extra revivals never hurts when you're doing some kind of a crazy attempt. Gaze of Gaia, Clover. There we go. Just go ahead and kill that guy. Honestly surprised he lived through that. The Swarb. Wait, what do we need with the Sorb? Okay, yeah, it's just a set of straight evolution. Screw it. Go ahead and do the spell thing anyway. Alright, if we're gonna have the masks spawning, we might as well just have them all come on out. Start getting damaged by stuff. Song of Mana. Sorb. This music is so good. The Parmegis, yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take him out, take him out, take him out. Get that damage on him. Get that burning burn on him. Gaze of Gaia. I do have a plan for how I'm gonna eat a bunch of chicken. I definitely do have, like, a plan. I'm actually curious about something. Okay. Yes. It specifically says just pick up a lot of food with gazebo. A lot, all caps. That is the official guide to this update. There we go. Spinach. Song of Mana. More damage. Always appreciated. Okay. Looking good. Crown. Spinach. Always good. We got a fairy circle. Okay, one is dead. Ooh, that egg actually increased my health regeneration. That's great. Spell Strike. Cool. Oh my god, I could have just sealed like gold bags and other stuff that drops from light sources. That would have made this so much more fast and efficient. Because then the only thing that could spawn from light sources would have been chicken. Didn't think about that. Okay. Let's speed it up. Okay, there we go. So I think at this point we're ready to just let the mad grooves happen. See what we're able to spawn. Sure. Parmegis, Dusting, Song of Mana, Spinach. Dusting. Candelabrador, that's always a plus. Spinach. Candelabrador. Dusting. Dusting, Parmegis, Candelabrador. Candelabrador. I'm gonna be honest. I really think it's better if I focus on this other idea. So where's the stuff that can drop from light sources? Here we go. Okay, we can't seal gold. We can't seal gold bags. We can seal the Orlogian. Okay, we can seal those, at least. So hopefully that will increase the rate of chicken. Wasn't there a stage that was especially good for light sources? Armadillo... Empty Tome. King Bible. Okay. King Bible. Cool. Gaze of Gaia. Yes. I think this will work a lot better. I absolutely love how this game keeps adding, like, not just new stuff to the game in terms of, like, weapons, passives, and stages, but actually adding, like, more and more options. Refectio also provides a healing. That sounds good. I love how new options you unlock in this game have, like, their own missions to get unlocked. It's such a cool way to do it. Okay, it's fine. We just need a whole bunch of chicken. If we can get a Jubilee, that's going to help out a lot. Clover evolves the Refectio. Empty Tome. Increasing the power of everything is most effective. None of those are really important to me. Gaze of Gaia. There we go. Refectio. Gaze of Gaia. Just power up everything I can. Gaze of Gaia. Very good. That's another pack of light sources. King Bible. Gaze of Gaia. Grab that. Gaze of Gaia, even bigger than before. Okay. Empty Tome. King Bible. King Bible. If I'm not able to pull it off on this run, I definitely could just go and, like, banish everything I would need. Or everything that I wouldn't need in order to make, like, a summon chicken build work. Because there's definitely ways to increase the rates. Damn it. Okay. If we got one mask up, we might as well get them all. Okay. I don't know if this stage is going to last long enough to pull this off. I'm pretty sure this is one of the shorter stages now that I'm actually thinking about it. Yeah, I just don't think that's gonna work. Okay, okay, fine. We are getting rid of everything that is not necessary for this build. Okay, Greatest Jubilee. That we do need. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Phaser is actually okay. We're not going to need that or that. Jubilee scales with luck, so we'll leave that. We're not going to need that. Okay. We're going to turn off all of the extra stuff. So we're starting with the gaze, and no, we need the Parm Aegis to evolve that. We're going to run Mad Groove, so we're not going to need the Attract Orb. We can run Phaser, Candelabrador, Empty Tome. If we're going to run Empty Tome, we can go Magic Wand, so that runs Magic Wand, Garlic, Phaser. That's 4 active weapons. So I can definitely get some more. Santa Water, which actually does need the Attract Orb. Yeah, might as well run those, which means we need the Tiragasu. Okay. Then we also want to get rid of that. Get rid of all these things that could drop from light sources. Okay. So I think we've got everything we want. We want a lot of enemies, but we don't want their health up. And we're going to take Gazebo, and we're just going to run through Mad Forest with Limit Break active. And Mad Groove. Okay, we don't want that. We'll just get the masks spawned right away. We don't want that. We are not going to need the spinach. Ate the Sparrow. We will prioritize that. Pumarola, Clover. Yes, we will prioritize those. Get rid of those. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is get the Union of the Guns. Garlic is good. Garlic is just going to let me walk right into things for a while. Good. Garlic. We also really want to get the Greatest Jubilee. That's going to be really important for this build. Alright, the Tiragasu. That's important for the guns. Ate the sparrow. Okay. Good on the chicken. Okay. Clover. Gaze of Gaia. The masks are basically taking no damage. Or what damage they are taking is extremely minimal. Did I not turn on the other gun? I feel like I should have seen the other gun by now. Could be wrong, though. Yes. Garlic. Gaze of Gaia. There's the Parmeegis. To be fair, that is the first time the Parmeegis has popped up. Garlic. Sparrow. Gaze. Okay. There we go. That is the Embrace of Gaia. Is increased while damage is increased while invulnerable. It also retaliates. Okay. There's our red gun. Alright. So let's power all those up. We can union them and get ourselves another slot opened up. Also, kind of important that I not die. Let's grab that Santa water. Okay. It's fine. Crap. The green zombies are so annoying. Oh boy. Just a few more seconds and you'll get some chicken. Okay. That's less chicken than I had hoped for. Okay, one of the masks is dead. Attract orb. Not bad. That's 2 masks dead. That's 3 masks dead. Very good. Garlic. All the masks are now dead. We're doing okay. We can go ahead and crank up the speed just a bit. Okay, good. Good, more red guns. Even more garlic. Clover. Red guns. Let's go with the Puma. Okay, here is where it's gonna get a little dicey. With the... Oh, no, even the scary bats are getting very quickly melted. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Clover. Good. The Fiera. We're almost at the next groove. Parmegis. Good. And there's the Soul Eater. Alright, good. Now we've got some good health recovery. Attract Orb. Alright, I think we've got ourselves an effective just kill field active right now. More health regeneration. Good. Very, very good. Okay, red guns. Alright, let's grab all of that. We're not going to grab an Armadillo right now, but we do want more red guns. Okay, that's red guns. Good. Puma, Sanawar, Attract Orb, Attract Orb. Yeah, screw it. Moonlight Bolero. Alright. I think we're good to just absorb. Alright, there's our super guns. That buys us another slot. The Santa Water is not quite ready. So we just need a few more levels of Santa Water. Okay. Santa Water, Santa Water, Santa Water, Parmegis, Parmegis, Pumarola. Cool. So that gives me the Labora. Cool. Alright, let's grab the Phaser. And we're in a pretty good position here, so let's go for another speed up. Phaser. Looking pretty good. We're melting everything before it can get close enough to be a threat. Phaser, Phaser, Phaser. Three more levels of Phaser. Greatest Jubilee. There it is. That is the one. Now we have the chance to generate light sources. So that should really help with chicken consumption. Spellbinder. Spellbinder. Definitely not doing anything with that. There's our next treasure one. Screw it. Why not get that? Now if we lose health, we make an explosion. Greatest Jubilee, Jubilee, Spellbinder. Spellbinder. Oh god. I took so much damage when I tried to move. That's Jubilee 9. Yep, always random. Yep, we want to suck in as much chicken as we can and hope that it happens to work out. Hello, Big Mummy. You're probably not going to get any closer to me. Okay, that's even more chicken. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if I have to eat a lot of food over one run or over multiple runs. I don't even know if I'm like thinking in the right kind of strategy or if I like need to just come up with something completely different. I really don't know. But I'm definitely eating a crap load of chicken. But by that I mean numbers like in the dozens. If this thing is expecting me to eat like hundreds of chicken, then I really may need to just devise a completely different type of strategy. I could also go check the community, see people discussing it, and see if someone else has come up with a more viable strategy. We finally evolved the Photon Storm. So now we've got some lovely chiptunes playing in the background while we continue to just erase everything. Let's just walk in a direction and assume that we are running into light sources. We are definitely running into light sources because we are picking up a lot of chicken. I'm not seeing any more chicken appearing. Nope, there's a chicken. Okay. Was that enough? No. Okay, that was not enough. So what do I need to do to eat this chicken? Okay, my new strategy is just to run at this on the coop and see how it goes. Because the coop does seem to create a lot of chicken, so I guess we'll see if that yields a better result. I will let you know when there is any change here. Maybe it'll work. Okay. Did I eat enough chicken this time? Okay. Yes! I did it! So I ate as much as possible with Gazebo, and this unlocked the next Darkana. So there is also one more achievement to complete the adventure to end an ice age. So that is another thing I need to do. I can go ahead and unseal everything now. So what is this new Darkana? 3. Hidden Anathema. Food pickups grant cumulative bonuses to random stats based on their rarity or healing value. Okay. So basically, I don't think it's exactly the same, but a version of the same ability that Gazebo has. And there is something else hidden out there, but I have no idea what it is. So this is the next adventure. This one is new. It has added the chicken. I am curious how this is going to go. I basically did everything in the base game today, so now, well, I did everything base game aside from this adventure on this episode. So next time I will be moving into that adventure. At some point I also need to do the Tides of Foscari adventure, but I think that's going to be good. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.